What up? We got our second pick of the week. This one we are taking the Seattle Seahawks pick'em to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're going to put one unit on this one as well. The Seattle Seahawks, man, I really like what I'm seeing from this group. I am very happy with what I'm seeing from Sam Darnold, looking like one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Anybody that didn't see him versus Baker Mayfield last week missed out on by far what I would consider the best game of the year, the most watchable, entertaining, best quarterback play of the year. It was just a great game to watch and shows you what the product's actually supposed to look like when the pilot of the team is actually competent and well prepared and knows what they're doing. So very impressed with Sam Darnold. And the Jags are a weird team this year. You know, they got a new coach. Nobody really knew what to expect. It's kind of weird. I still feel like we don't really know what to expect to a degree, but it just seems like with this one, it depends on what your thesis is. Are you a Jags believer, or are you more so like me? And I got very skeptical, eyes with the Jags. I don't trust them at all. Personally, I feel like they're a bit fraudulent. I don't think they should be 4-1. I think it's a phony record, and that's just my thesis on them. You look at one of the key stats to determine lucky teams. I don't want to harp on it too much and say there's no skill involved and it's just a pure luck stat, because that's not true either. But you have to know there's an element of luck to it. So, and this stat changes games more than anything. And the Jags, I believe, currently lead the league in takeaways, which means, again, it doesn't mean they haven't made any good plays. It just means they're probably winning games either off a lot of lucky plays that are flipping games, or good plays that just probably aren't sustainable. You're not going to get those plays every game. Like, for example, Monday Night Football, the Chiefs are driving in the Jags red zone, basically at their goal line, and Mahomes throws a pick six, flips the whole game. That doesn't happen. The Chiefs don't lose that game. Are you really relying on a Jags pick six every week to win a game? If that's what you're doing, to me, that's low percentage. That's just not going to consistently happen. And the fact that they are, in my opinion, kind of leading the league in a fluky stat to a degree, it's overvaluing them. Not saying they've looked horrible this year. Their defense definitely has looked better than in past seasons, but I just think they are. It's a mix of them currently just having the horseshoe on their side, their Lucky Charms on their side. And Seattle, their two losses were very close games that they definitely had an argument to probably should have won those games. So, Seattle, I get it. You can't just say, a perfect world, but in a perfect world, they'd be, they could be 5-0. They had that potential, and the Jaguars definitely have the potential to be a lot worse than 4-1. But just kind of the way the ball bounced and the big plays that kind of flip games have gone in the Jags' way and kind of have gone against Seattle. So I think when you break things down and you want to rely more on the actual skill of these teams, there's a lot more trust and reliability in what we're seeing from Seattle than the Jaguars, who I believe are just winning games off bigger plays that are more fluky and less consistent. Whereas with Seattle, I'm more so just seeing Sam Darnold make the right decision at an insanely high rate, things that are going to be consistent more often week in and week out. He's playing some of the best football in the league right now. Like, the way he's playing quarterback has been just a pleasure to watch. And this is a guy that me and probably everybody else thought was done, like a bust. And then last year we have this weird Sam Darnold season where what do you go 14-2 in the regular season, something like that. And we're like, okay, this can't be real, right? And I really didn't know what to make of him this year. I was like, was that just a Kevin O'Connell quarterback whisperer thing for a year, and we're going to get back to same old Sam Darnold this year? I didn't really know, but now I've seen enough, and it looks like Sam is back, and looks like he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. As weird as it is to say, I'm starting to look at him as a guy that we could probably trust in him being pretty consistent, because he's been showing it week in and week out, in my opinion. And I just have a lot more faith in him and Mike McDonald right now than I do Trevor Lawrence and Liam Cohen. I know everyone's probably thinking Trevor Lawrence breaking out now You know, he's amazing. I still am not that impressed with him this year. Yeah, he made some good plays to close out Monday Night Football, and a lot of eyes were on them. But overall, not the most. Whatever you want to call it. I'm not the highest on Trevor Lawrence. I have a lot more faith in Sam Darnold. I really like everything about the Seattle team. Defense was not great last week, but Baker Mayfield's been on a heater as well. But I just have a lot more faith in Sam Darnold. I think the Jags have gotten pretty lucky this year with a lot of their outcomes. I don't think that's going to be, they're not going to be able to rely on that, in my opinion, in the long run over the course of a full season. I actually make this line. You'll probably be surprised. I think Seattle actually, like, this line should be closer to, you know, somewhere in the ballpark of Seattle -3.5, -4, somewhere in there is close to where I have this line. And that's a lot on the road. That's kind of how much better I think they are than the Jags. I think the Jags just have a phony record, and it's given us an opportunity to bet against them here at just pick 'em odds. So a lot of value here in my opinion. So I am grabbing the Seattle Seahawks for 1 unit at pick 'em odds. That's it, boys. At the time of making this video, I don't know if we'll have any more picks for this week or not. So we'll see. So stay tuned. And as always, you never have to bet my plays. Guys, I forgot to say this in my last video. Please, if you made it this far, subscribe, like the video, comment, give me something. You know, I'm just trying to grow this channel on my own, giving you guys free picks, and I've hit it 61% since last year. Good luck finding anybody else hitting that high. So please, if you want me to keep doing this for free for now, like the video, comment, subscribe. Give me a reason to keep doing it. And that's it, boys. Good luck this weekend, and we'll see if I have any more videos. At the time of filming this, I'm not sure. All right, peace.